What's up, everybody? It's Cage, and I am doing my day 4 of the Transgender video challenge. A quick shout out to everybody that I've been seeing recently doing this challenge and doing videos that I haven't seen doing them at all, ever. I am so proud of every single one of you and proud to know you, and it's awesome to see so many people feeling free enough to put themselves out there for the whole world to see. It's totally awesome to see faces and hear, voices rather than just reading words. So that's awesome. Day 4, I know it's a little late because it is 12:25 a.m., but I worked late tonight, so deal with it. Day number 4, the question today is, how did your family take it when you came out? If you are out, and if you're not, why aren't you? Well, let's just say that I am out. I live authentically 100% of the time. And, well, this is a really sore subject, actually. My family, we'll start with the family that I still know and love and that supports me. When I came out to my mother and father, they were very supportive. They had questions, but in time, we talked about pretty much everything. My mother passed away, she passed away in 2011, so I lost my biggest support system, besides my, beautiful, wonderful wife. And, that took a huge toll on me personally, because I only had 2 years with my mother where I was the me I am today. So that being said, that was pretty rough on me. When I told her, she was just kind of like, that explains a lot of things. And it was kind of awesome to get that off my chest. Now, I pretty much created my own family now. I cut ties with a lot of people. My birth family, because I'm adopted, my birth mother and my siblings are not supportive, and I decided that it was better for all parties involved for me just to sever ties, sadly. And not a day goes by that I don't think about my siblings and hope that someday they'll come to me and want some sort of relationship. And, if and when that happens, I'll be right here. If it never happens, I'm not going to hold my breath. I decided, it doesn't make any sense to dwell in the past. I can't be who they think I am or was or want me to be. I have to be who I am. So, that being said, it is what it is. The greatest piece of advice that I ever got from a friend was that, you can't keep residents 2 places. You can't live here and live then at the same time. It gets to be way too much, and it gets to be so overwhelming, and living a double life is never the ideal. I mean, it might be for some people, but in most situations, the perfect situation is just being the authentic person you are. And so many people in our society and in our world don't have to worry about that. So it often gets overlooked. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy being who I am now, and I can't imagine going back. I've always believed in going forward. So, that being said, I don't think it's an option for me to ever go backward. At this point, I'm happy just where I am. And the family that I've created for myself is phenomenal. I mean, I have over 13,000 family members alone in one group on Facebook, and a few of them are very near and dear to me, and they knew who they are, and it's great to have that connection to people who understand what I'm going through and what I've been through, not just because they've read about it, but because they're living it. So if your family doesn't accept who you are, if you're afraid that they never will, you have to make a plan either way. You have to make a plan if they will accept you, and you have to make a plan if they won't. And you have to make yourself stick to it. You can't beat yourself up by forcing yourself to live an unauthentic life any longer than you have to, if you have to at all. So, if it comes down to your family not accepting who you are and you have to push them away and move on, create your own family, make bonds with people who will have your back. I like to gauge who my friends are by if there was a Mexican standoff and somebody was holding a gun to their head and I'm aiming a gun at that person, would I be strong enough to set the gun down if the person holding them hostage told me to? And my answer kind of dictates, how much I care about that person. Would I, jump in front of a bullet for them? Would I, sacrifice myself for the sake of their life going on? And if the answer is in any way shaky, I know that I'm not as close to them as I would like to be, or maybe thought I was. That being said, that's the end of video challenge day 4 for me. I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and yeah, take care of yourselves.